This was society during the 1940s. This video is made by Group 5 in Ms. Weber's Period 2 class. At this time, the Great Depression has just ended. However, World War II had just begun.
Throughout the 1940s, the amount of women in the workforce increased 25 to 35%. Many women began working in factories and manufacturing airplanes, proving that women could perform men's work. There was an increase of women striving for professional careers outside the prescribed teacher and nurse job opportunities. Women were doing all of the men's jobs during World War II.
In the 1940s, homosexuality was frowned upon by society. People weren't open about their sexuality due to fear. Homosexuals could actually be fired from their jobs if people found out that they were attracted to the same gender, and they could also not serve for their country since they were considered criminals. Aversion therapy was used routinely in hopes that it would prevent or eliminate homosexual behavior. They were also involuntarily sent to facilities in which they couldn't escape from, and they were often subjected to cruel and inhumane treatments like torture, drugs, and shock therapy.
After the Great Depression in 1939, 1 out of 5 Americans were still unemployed. War jobs for World War II took care of 17 million unemployed in 1940. By 1946, the unemployment rate was below 4%. There was a huge gap between the rich and the poor due to insufficient funds from the government to support those in need of economic assistance.
During this time, music and entertainment were also very popular and prevalent in society.
Music during the 1940s was built around jazz and big bands. Big bands were very popular during this time.
During the 1940s, America had just witnessed black and white soldiers fight together for the same cause. Although President Roosevelt demanded for both races to be treated equally, that was not always the case. Jim Crow laws separated African Americans from whites, and this only demonstrated the superiority that whites had. Racial segregation was strictly enforced both by Jim Crow laws and by old age custom.
Thank you for watching this quick summary of society in the 1940s.